Hey everybody, welcome to New Adventures in our new caravan. We are just about to pack up and we're going on our shakedown trip. We're going to be going around the East Cape, which is a bit of a rough, rugged road, and plenty of awesome coastal freedom camps along the way. So join us for our first big trip in our brand new caravan as we go and adventure around out to the East Coast. And what a day to start it, eh? Let's hook up and go.
Hey everyone, welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Mike and our family the Leopards have just picked up our brand new Ozflex caravan. These are made in Melbourne, custom built, and they're imported by Rugged Kiwi Caravans in Hamilton. And I must say, Hayden and Eden, who run the show, are lovely people to deal with. We've had our first tow towing this big caravan, and it can be stressful, and I'm so happy to say that it was a noticeable improvement from our old girl. Couldn't be happier. But in this episode, we're running late. We've had a lot of jobs to do to sort out our lives, we've caught up with a bunch of you followers, and now because we're running late, we're changing plans. One of the beauties of full-time travel and being flexible is we have the freedom and we can do what we want. So we're off to Matata Camp, where we can use our annual pass. It's a much shorter drive and we always have a good time here. It used to be our local camp spot when we lived in Rotorua, and we've got a few other freedom camps also to show you along this adventure as well. So stay tuned as we sort out our lives and get ready for some adventures with our family as we sort out this new caravan. So leaving from Rotorua, it's always a nice drive along the lakeside and onto the coast. So let's just enjoy a bit of that scenery. Alright, well we've just had the rundown on our registration. It's very, very complicated. It's another dock camp that's got a lot of confusion to it now. We couldn't book more than 3 people on our site, and that is due to the resource consent. So technically we are required to book 2 campsites, and also with dock we have 2 dock annual passes because you can only book 4 people on an annual pass. So families of 5, you have to book 2 passes. So we could book 2 campsites here and then we would have double sites, but then that feels like a bit greedy, right? Like we're taking up quite a lot of room, but that's the rules at the moment. So yeah. The dock system, which is for camping on public campgrounds, seems to get more complicated. Strange to be required to book 2 sites when we will all sleep in the same caravan on one site, but that's the deal.
Sweet, well we have arrived. This is a local favourite of ours when we lived in Rotorua. This was like the easiest, cheapest way to get to the beach and camp cheaply. Good old Matata Camp, and beautiful day to be here at the beach. Alright, the last couple of weeks, especially the last few days, have been quite hectic. So we're just kind of enjoying just sitting down. We're so grateful the sun's out, there's no wind. There is a little bit at the beach, but just having a nice drink, quiet night, probably make a few snacks and some dinner. And then hopefully tomorrow it'll be like this as well. Get into a bit of drone fishing and a bit of exploring, I reckon. But Soph's been colouring in our wings for the NZMCA. We colour them black because it does not look good having red on orange.
But so nice to finally be at the beach and the sun is shining.
So just about to go and do a bit of fishing, but I thought I'd just quickly talk a few things through this caravan. It's been a bit of an adjustment for us. There's like, these cupboards are all different sizes compared to what we had, and trying to make things fit has been a bit of a challenge. So even just like our it's just like a jigsaw really. Like we didn't have a shelf in our last one, so it's handy having a shelf, but just trying to make everything fit is just so different. So we've luckily been able to get rid of a bunch of stuff and like downsize a little bit and rehome different things. We thought under our bed space was going to be really restricted because all the electrical's under there, and we've actually got more space because our bed is slightly higher, which is given us even more room. So we've been slowly figuring things out. We're loving this fridge. It is so big. It's such a huge fridge. And that fact it runs off the 12-volt system. So this one is running off batteries, which means it's going to save us a heck of a lot of LPG. We were going through an LPG bottle about every 11 days because our fridge was running off the gas, so it used quite a lot. It's an awesome fridge freezer, could make big fat ice cubes, but obviously that would use a lot of gas. And then this battery system is pretty amazing for us. We can turn the inverter on, so everything's wired up. Currently we're getting 112 watts of solar because the batteries are full. I've just turned the inverter on to charge up the drone batteries. Sorry about the mess in the kitchen, but this is just real life. I'm not tidying it up just to film every time. So charging up the other battery while we go down, and then we can like see all of our levels. We go to levels. Oh, we'll go to the brief. See our fresh water, all that kind of stuff's great. So yeah, a couple of things we're enjoying. We'll also keep tripping up on the step as we come into the caravan because it's a little bit of a different height. So our natural like gait as we walk, we keep tripping. So I don't want to bore you with fishing content when we didn't even catch one single fish, but it's been a while since we've been camping by the sea, so it was nice to be able to get the line in the water and listen to the sounds of the sea. Although it would have been nice to fill the freezer with fish, I'm sure further along the East Cape adventure we'll find some luck. We've fished at this site for years and years and years, and luck seems to be hit and miss with whether you catch stuff. It's notoriously known that this is epic nighttime fishing here, but it's usually too cold and I'm too unmotivated at that point to fish at night. Hopefully we'll catch something with the drone. Tonight everyone wants pad thai, so I'm just getting a bit of pad thai ready because I'm keen to go and do a bit more fishing because we still haven't caught a fish. So I'm just frying off a few fresh vegetables, and I'm loving that this kitchen bench is a little bit longer than the other one. Partly I think because our sink is a bit smaller than our old one, especially the dish, you know, the dish drying area. But it means we've got a bit more workable space, which is nice. And if you haven't had pad thai before, it's like a nutty, peanutty, satay kind of fried noodles with some yum healthy vegetables. It's good. I just get all these veggies kind of fried up. I add the onions, capsicums, cabbage at the end, turn the heat off, and then I put it all to the side and then get ready for the noodles and the chicken.
I was walking on the dunes before and I saw these really beautiful flowers, so I picked them and brought them inside. Dad wants me to show them, so here they are. Beautiful. What do you think? What do you think, Dad?
I think they're awesome. That's why I thought you should show them. Some cool variety of flowers down at the beach here.
Dad's making pad thai. Yum.
I ist. Because Jade is vegetarian, our oldest child, she's been vegetarian since she was 7, we just do eggs. So eggs and mushrooms are a great substitute for vegetarian. Definitely loving these evenings. Oh, look at that. Such a nice day out there. Feels like summer's arrived and we can like sit outside and eat outside, and it's nice. I'm sure it will change again before Christmas. It's only just October the 18th today. The secret to making rice noodles not go gluggy and sticky and turn to mush is you need to soak them in cold water. Don't put them in hot water, don't put them in a pot and boil them. Just leave them sitting in cold water for like an hour, hour and a half before you're ready. And that is the way to soften them up nicely for pad thai. I normally just add a little bit of seasoning, like maybe a bit of chicken stock or some curry powder, maybe a bit of vegetable stock or something like that. Salt and pepper, a little bit of brown sugar, maybe a bit of sweet chili sauce, some soy sauce, whatever you fancy really. We have no recipes here. A lot of people say you should make a recipe book. I would get not much joy out of writing a recipe book because we don't use a recipe. And I like doing visual stuff rather than writing stuff. And of course the secret weapon, a bit of peanut butter. Give it that nutty taste. I must say, that looks quite delicious. No pad thai is complete without the old mung beans. You gotta add these to it. Okay, Riley, how's this pad thai?
It's very good.
Is it? It's good?
Yeah.
Have you tasted yours?
It's yum.
Oh god.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah, I put extra chili in Jade's because she likes the spice. Alright, I'm going to go back down the beach and go for a fish.
and worn out shoes, every winding road we wander through. When your heart is beating next to mine, there's no telling what our feet could find. Open up, listen to the morning like a song carried on the breeze. We spent all this time chasing the horizon. Now we see all of these days stretching out before us. All these places here within our reach. Don't know where we go from here. You could take me anywhere, 'cause anywhere with you is where I wanna be.
Alright, Matata, we've been here so many times. It was cool to camp here. Had such nice weather, which was so good. Bring on the rest of summer. We're heading towards Opotiki today. Saw a really cool parkover property on the NZMCA app. Looks like there's an outside bath, which is right up my alley. Nice, good soak in a hot bath. It's been a long time. It's one of the things about caravan life is hot water is not endless, that's for sure. Get very limited supply, but let's go. Towing this caravan is, it just feels like we've got a lot more power. I'm pretty sure the weights are exactly the same as the old caravan, so I don't know whether it's tow hitch or something else, but we just seem to have a lot more power. Pulling out of intersections is way easier, which I'm really enjoying, let me tell you that much.
I was quite worried about getting this new caravan that towing would be more labour intensive for the ute, so it's good peace of mind knowing it's a real improvement. Whether it's weight distribution, this caravan's more aerodynamic, it's the DO35 hitch, I'm not sure. Maybe it's all of it, but I'm loving it.
We've just called into the Opotiki dump station here. It's good freedom camp here. We camped here a few years ago, but I remember we were using this dump station and we were very new to dump stations and full-time travel. But this is like a double lane, so you can pull up on either side. We were emptying like our grey water hose. We had it inside the whole thing there, getting rid of our grey water. And this guy pulled up on this side of us, and just he had a big one of those black tank ones. So he just put his hose in, emptied all his toilet water all over our hose. So then we had to handle a big yuck hose. Dump station etiquette is always just wait your turn, be patient, and try and do all of the things at once. So like fill with water, grey and toilet waste, get rid of it all at the same time, not one at a time. That way you're in and out as quick as you can, but don't dump your stuff on top of other people's, that's gross. Also, I may as well, while we're here, we'll just show that there's like a toilet block and there's rubbish recycling facilities, a kids playground, and the beach is just right there. Really beautiful, safe swimming beach over there, and it gets quite warm too, the water, so if you don't like the cold water so much, it's a good one. There's 3 freedom camps in this area, so worth checking out. We were here last Labour weekend. It's pretty busy on the long weekend, that's for sure.
There's actually so many freedom camping options all the way along this coastline.
Alright, so there's another popular freedom camp. We're just stopping off. Toby wanted to see if there were some cockles. Apparently there's good pippies at this freedom camp, but it is quite close to State Highway 2 and logging trucks use this road, so plenty of room though. Grass gets a bit softer here and people can get a bit stuck, but
This spot comes highly recommended with good reviews, although I'm not a fan of freedom camping in easily accessible places to the public. Late night shenanigans from joyriders and car drifters can really ruin an awesome day space and leave you with bad memories of an unsettled night. But each to their own.
Toby's so desperate to get some cockles, but I think there's not really much in here. It might be a bit of a nursery bed, but they've probably all been taken. Just found a pile of mussels like this, so no wonder there's nothing there. Don't know how much meat you're going to get out of that. You'd probably need about 8 mussels just to make the size of one normal size one. How good is this spot, team? This is a park over property on the NZMCA, so this is someone's private property. It's a section that just has a bit of a self-contained cabin unit. And we've got our own little access to the beach here. The old rugged east coast is showing itself now. Nice, hilly, rugged coastline through there. Can't wait to get there. So when we lived in Rotorua, Opotiki was a cool spot for us to come camping. We used to camp here quite a bit in the summertime. And there's a really good ice cream shop at the Tirohanga camp store. So we're going to go for a little drive down to there. But a little thing that I needed to remind myself of while we're here, to read the instructions. So there are white pegs on this property and you're not allowed to park in front of them because it obstructs the view of the other houses. It means that our caravan is going into the view of the neighbouring properties. And so as I was saying, there's nothing being built here yet, so we had to move the caravan this morning. Yes, so nothing is to be on the other side of the pegs. You got to be back towards the road. These are some of the facilities here. So a nice deep bath, which was good. Had a nice hot bath last night and a shower over it too. Sink. Then in here is the toilet for the puppy. Bit of storage, some sports stuff, some boogie boards and cricket bat and a few things like that. And then there's also a little kitchen here if you wanted to use the kitchen facilities. Pretty cool, I reckon. It's almost just like a bit of a little mini campground just for you. Good.
Opotiki has some great public places, parks and bike tracks, and there's also a neat little water area where the kids were keen to check out. Unfortunately, it was really windy today, and I'm sure the whole country has had a guts full of the wind.
Yeah. This is like my favourite kind of infrastructure in towns, especially small towns, eh? Cool rope swing for the kids, and water slides so you can have fun on those nice warm days.
Oh yeah, he just goes. Okay, good. I was just checking it out, okay? Actually, it's kind of slow.
Fun driving through the Opotiki area. Not much has changed really around here. New library in town, but all the nice rural properties. We've made it to the Tirohanga beach store now. Gas pumps have been removed, but one of our subscribers gave us some money to go and get a treat, which is why we're going to get ice creams, which is pretty exciting. They do big ones here, so let's go and hopefully they're still big, eh?
Not too many stores around with 3 freezers full of different flavoured ice cream. Looks like new owners now, but still the same awesome ice cream tradition lives on.
Toby, what flavour are you getting?
I don't know yet.
Well, hurry up. We're going to put this on our YouTube because apparently you've got the biggest ice creams.
Yeah.
Does that look, Toby? Massive one.
You go, Dad.
There you go, Jade.
Yeah.
Can confirm they still do big ice creams here. Are they good, kids? Awesome.
So good. Yeah.
Back towards town, we stopped at the Hikawai beach. You can freedom camp here, but the wind was pumping, and you can see how the old trees definitely get their fair share of wind. The next day was a dramatic improvement. The sun shining, barely a breeze in the air, so back to the rope swing and the slide to soak it up.
It's easy to forget nothing said.
Go Riley. Today is a much nicer day than yesterday without that wind. It's actually very warm. Was it good, Toby?
Yeah.
Go down the slide again. You'll be faster now.
Who I've been won't be.
Good job, girl.
Thing that keeps me from stepping out to see who I could become.
Alright team, we'll leave it here. Next time we've got an issue and the truck won't start right in town. We're headed for Gisborne because we've got a stack of jobs to do before we start our adventure around the East Cape. So we will see you then.